New construction is raising alarm bells for neighbors in Dunn County. You may remember the polygamist group, the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or FLDS.
Well, maybe you know the name Warren Jeffs, the leader of that group, who's serving life in prison for the sexual assault of multiple underage girls. Now Warren's brother Seth, who pleaded guilty in federal court for helping Warren, has been constructing buildings on a property in rural Menominee. Julia Lopez has tonight's top story.
The minute you say the Jeff's name, people's ears perk up and they are worried that that's right here in our area.
Seth Jeffs was identified by the Associated Press as a high-ranking polygamist group leader in 2016. Now he lives just a mile down the road from Lisa Bertetto and her husband Kevin in the town of Lucas.
I've seen, I'll just call him Mr. Jeffs, I've seen him. Will not make eye contact when he's at the mailbox and whatnot. Very, very private.
Public records show Seth Jeffs bought this secluded 80-acre property in 2020.
I know that people are aware. I know that people aren't too fond of it.
Jeffs is tied to the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or FLDS. The Bertettos say after watching a 2022 Netflix documentary on the FLDS, Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey, which features Seth Jeffs, they and other neighbors have grown unsettled.
Now it's spreading. People are really hearing about this now and they're going, holy smokes.
Lisa says she's seen women in her neighborhood dressed similarly to the women in the Netflix documentary.
Strange hair, bonnet, long dress, boots.
In 2005, Seth pleaded guilty to harboring a fugitive. That fugitive was his brother Warren Jeffs, who at the time was on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list. He's serving a life sentence for the sexual assault of underage girls he considered his brides. Since then, Seth has been tied to a polygamist compound in South Dakota that was ordered to be sold in 2021. He recently bought land in Minnesota and was ordered to halt construction in 2019 for violating building codes.
And now Menominee, they end up in our backyard.
Dunn County public records show he does have zoning permits for some new structures on his property, but he's never applied for building permits. Dunn County Sheriff Kevin Bigd told News 18 Jeffs has been on his radar for about 2 years, but his department has no legal reason to investigate for any criminal activity. Reporting for News 18, I'm Julia Lopez.
And we have Julia Lopez joining us at the desk tonight. You've been digging into this report for weeks. Have you spoken to Seth Jeffs?
I actually did speak to Seth Jeffs on the phone earlier this afternoon, and he didn't say much, but he did tell me when I asked if he'd like to respond to our report, he said he doesn't read the news and that the news has never been truthful about him.
Okay, thanks, Julia. We'll have more on this story on WQOW.com.